Hi guys, Eric DeStrong here. Gonna do a quick video about all those VHS tapes that I bought yesterday. A couple of you wanted to see what was in there. So to recap, I bought a big box of tapes for $1. I'm not exactly sure how many I got, but I did get some good ones. So we're gonna go through them right now. So hang back, have a good time, and let's go. All right, guys, let's take a look through the list here. Right off the bat, I think this might be my favorite one. It was a double tape version of Dawn of the Dead. Opens up there. Box is a little munched. I don't see this one out as much anymore. I actually remember when this was out brand new, I really wanted it. It was just a little expensive. So I saw that sitting in there and I had to grab it. It's my favorite movie, so I was more than happy to take that one home. This one's pretty interesting as well. It's got that little holographic cover on the front, and it's still in relatively good shape. Even the box isn't that bad. Somebody took good care of this one, so was more than happy to take that off their hands. I have a love-hate relationship with this movie. This poor movie's been just put through the ringer. This is one of the many, many, many editions that came out. This one included new footage. Didn't need it. I don't necessarily like it, but I didn't have it, so I threw it into the pile. Not the edition that everybody wants. This is like the Anchor Bay Collector's Edition. Still pretty good, but it's not as eye-grabbing as that big box. But can't complain for $1. Another copy of Dawn of the Dead. This is also one of those Anchor Bay special editions that has a reversible cover. Tape on it's pretty clean, pretty mundane find really, but I love the movie. This is a cool one, the HBO Canon video version. This was the version that was at my particular local video store when I would rent it when I was younger, so I love the cover of this one. I collect as many Dawn of the Deads as there are, so I think I've got them all about now probably. Fright Night 2. Hey, love it. Classic. And other than a little water damage, really the box is in pretty okay shape and the tape was clean. And of course, if you get two, you got to get one. And this one's a little munched up. Still in pretty okay condition. The tape inside was really clean. And it presents nice. I like it. Dead Alive. Nice little gory, fun flick. The goriest film of all time. Well, maybe when it came out. Not so much anymore. Look at this guy. Castle Freak, and it still has like the horror sticker on it from the video store. So I was definitely all in when I saw that one. And I know Kung Fu. I'm not sure why this is at the bottom of the horror movie pile, but I don't own it. Now I do. Pretty mundane. Alright, let's move on. Urban Legends, the final cut, still sealed. It's got a Dollar General sticker on it, and I'm not sure when they would have bought this or where it came from. Oh, April 2006, so this is an important piece of American history right here, and I shall preserve it. And the first one. I like the first one quite a bit, actually. Scream just released that they're going to be doing a pretty cool special version of this on Blu-ray, so if you're a Scream Factory aficionado, make sure you check that out. Maybe the steal of the entire thing here is Bleeders with the blood pack still intact. I mean, the box is even still pretty nice looking. I was actually quite taken aback when I saw just sitting there in a heap. I'm like, ooh, gotta have that one. Stewardess School. Somebody cut the box to put it in a bigger box, but still the tape's inside. I think this was a rental copy as well. Looks like it has that MO on it. Fun little sex comedy from the 80s. I don't see that one out too often. A pretty munched up version of Reanimator. The tape has a little mold inside of it, unfortunately, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this one yet. Another rental copy of Sleepy Hollow. I'm just a sucker for these stickers, honestly. And can't quite tell where it's from, but I saw the stickers. I decided to get it. A rather minty version of the Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer 2-pack. The box is in pretty damn good shape, and the individual tapes themselves are immaculate. So that was a good find right there. I can't wait to put this one up on the shelf. The Forbidden Dance. I used to see this on Showtime all the time as a kid. Had one of the cheesiest soundtracks and plot lines of any movie. Anytime that you can perform like a dance to save a rainforest, that's a good time. So make sure you pick this one up if you see it. Here we go. Going Bananas with Dom DeLuise and the Kid from Over the Top. I haven't seen this one in years, so I was actually pretty excited to see this just sitting in there. Hang 'em High. You see these Western Legends things all over the place. I just didn't have this one. The box is in less than ideal shape, though. I didn't get this one at the thrift store. I just got it right around the same time, so I figured I would include it. It's a must-have, I think. Just that iconic cover, so I grabbed that. The World Is Not Enough. Hey, I like James Bond. Who doesn't? And I grabbed it, so I guess I like it. Here's one I don't know a whole heck of a lot about, so I grabbed it. It's a Good Times Home video. I still see these out quite a bit, but Roy Rogers and Gene Autry, they didn't make too many movies together, so I thought it was interesting. A minty rental copy of Independence Day. Anytime you can watch a movie about Cousin Eddie flying into a spaceship, I'm all in. Still has the proof of purchases. Pretty neat. Oh, That Wacky Ernest Goes to Jail. Very fun movie. Well, kinda. I prefer Ernest Scared Stupid, but teach their own. This one's pretty neat. Willow. And this is a rental copy as well. It actually has a sticker on the inside that says as much. Chances are I might have rented this when I was a kid. I don't know. A holographic cover of The Terminator. There's probably 150,000 of these out there, and this is one of many, many editions of it. I just am a sucker for that, like, woo! Clue. Who doesn't love Clue? Tim Curry. I love this movie. Pretty decent shape. No complaints about it. The tape was clean. E.T. I'm not really the biggest fan of this movie anymore. I think I've seen it enough, but my wife said, hey, get it. We'll watch it with our son. I've been told that the green and black version is more desirable to have, but I don't think I trust that information. So if you're out there and you watch this and you know anything about it, don't be afraid to chime in. Blade 2. Yeah, there it is. One of my favorite movies from the 80s, so I grabbed it, was Adventures in Babysitting. It's pretty decent shape too, so it presents really well. That cover is just fun. This one was pretty neat to find. It's a pretty minty version of Batman, and it's pretty clean too. I actually think that somebody must have just found a couple of new versions of these, because there was more than 3 or 4 of them there. So if you're interested in it, let me know. I'll tell you where I got it from. There's a couple other there. Same thing with Silence of the Lambs. They had a few of these in pretty okay condition. I think I grabbed the one that I thought looked the best and left the rest for someone else. Let's take a stroll down these. These are pretty common. And then I got a couple I don't really know a whole heck of a lot about. I mean, I got Aladdin from Rhino Kids. It's not a super collectible movie. I mean, I have seen it on eBay for about $10, but you never know. Not that I'm interested in reselling. This one is pretty weird. It's a Academy screener for I Am Sam. It seems to be autographed. I just don't ever see these things out. So I thought it was pretty interesting, and I'd like to know its story and why I was able to pick it up. So if you know anything about this out there, please let me know about it. I couldn't find much about it. I found a DVD version, that was it. And then last but not least, kind of a restoration project. This one's in pretty rough shape. I'm going to see what I can do to it to clean her up and put her back together. The tape looks good. And the most important part is the sleeve is still pretty intact. The cellophane is just shot. More than likely that sat out front of a video store and the sun just beat the shit out of it for years. So see what I can do with it. Either way, I thought it was a cool pickup. All of this for $1. You really can't turn that down. I'm going to start checking that store out more frequently if that's what they're going to be doing with VHS tapes. The fact that I found as many horror movies as I did was pretty cool. So I thought it was overall a good pickup. Let me know what you think. I'm Eric the Strong. I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.